Not just a strike. Get off our platform, nigger. Nah, it's okay, right? It's okay, right? I'm gonna do it one more time though. Why not just lie? I gotta show you the last clip because you don't understand. What I'm supposed to do is have like some moving shit in the back and then play it. But you know, I'm not tech savvy enough. We detected some video. I know you did, bro. Look. I don't get the fair use. It's okay though. What is you? You think that's air you're breathing? The details. It's more than hearing somebody say it and then saying it yourself, bro. I'm so serious. But you know, fuck Arias. He's just trying to trick me. I know what you're trying to do, Arias. You're trying to trick me. You're trying to get me to think da 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 da, right? I know what you're trying to do, Arias. You're trying to get inside my head. Okay. Look, you trying to trick me. Okay. I know what you're trying to do, Morpheus. Because look, if I was really trying to do what you say I was trying to do, you would notice. I'm good at it. Look, I trip you up, right? I'll be the first nigga over there. Oh my God, are you okay? What the fuck was that? Abraham, let me help you up. What is that? We gotta let people know so they don't trip too. Hey guys, there's a thing over here. Don't trip over. Are you okay? Shit, man, that's awful. I'll be the first nigga making you feel good. Get the fuck out my face. Oh yeah, they cracking the whip. It's all right. I'm gonna do it one more time. Let's see if I get struck again. Cause they probably gonna watch me now. I probably have to have something in the background moving. Cause you know that's how you're supposed to do it, man. But I don't be doing shit the way I'm supposed to do it. Cause I'm a nigga. I's a nigga. Um, and here it go. Here it go. All right. Everybody fails the first time. Everybody fails the first time. Wait, I'm gonna wait till at least 30 minutes before I do it. That's probably a good tip. That's probably a good tip. All right, guys. What is the dark shit? Here, let me open this back up. Do I have it here? Here it is. I got it. What is the dark shit, kids? No, not you. I'm sorry, but I do like you. What is the dark stuff? The dark stuff is the primordial shit. Alright? When you get Return of the Titans. I talked about that shit too. Return of the Titans, my ass. These niggas is food. In many of the initiatory systems, there are places the master will tell you not to go. Even in the Western tradition, the initiate is usually dissuaded from dealing with the dark stuff. They're teaching you the Kabbalah, they're like, look, don't really mess with the clip off. Okay? But now, you know, self-initiation is popular. Panic and Bobby been talking Kalip off. You know, you even had the white folks who will watch the Panic and Bobby and say the same thing, just take out the white man part. Okay. I'll tell you about the clip off. But it's primordial. The clip off is the primordial stuff. But what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. I guess for all intents and purposes, a big way to say it is that these are things that are so primordial. They're the primary parts of reality. The primary elements of reality. Almost like prime numbers in number theory. Is it number theory? I think it's number theory. The fundamental elements of reality. The most important part is the what is you. Because I don't want to say some shit to try and scare you. I have to keep that in mind. I know what you're trying to do, Aries. You're trying to scare me out of it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I already know the stuff y'all niggas is scared of because it's like clockwork. I'm not trying to tell you can't do it. What I'm trying to tell you is if you're gonna do it, you need to do some of the other work. This can't be the first place you jump off at. Because as soon as you turn your back, pop, got your ass. If it ain't me personally, then there's a certain way this shit comes at you. And it always brings the same result. Okay? If you're going to deal with the dark stuff, you have to have gone through your fear. I'm so serious. You have to go through the fear. You have to be familiar with the fear. And you can't be playing like I ain't got no fears. Mm-mm. You need to be able to recognize them and handle them. It'll always be the fear that gets you. You can tell me, Aries, I know this. I get this. I know I'm more than the body. I know I'm more than the body. I know what you is ain't just the body, Aries. Okay. And how come when you got that little whispering voice in your ear, kill yourself? What'd you think of? The body? Because you don't know a yourself, a you, that ain't that. See, if your premises of thinking about what you is ain't the body, the suggestion to kill yourself has a much broader meaning. Remember, we looked up the word hand. All them different senses of the word. Which one did you use? If you get a charge in court, how many senses of the word is there for charge? Did you ever question which one they're using? No. A nigga that think he got the answer ain't gonna ask a question. A nigga that think they got the answer ain't gonna ask a question. See, that's where you fall victim to the self-deception, or one of the many places. A motherfucker who think they got the answer ain't gonna ask the question. Let me make sure this thing is doing what it needs to do. Okay, smooth, beautiful. The dark stuff is the primordial stuff. Darkness gives rise to light. Excuse me. Well, light is supposed to be right. Light is cast in the darkness. Shadows are cast in the light. Okay. Light is cast in the darkness. Shadows are cast in the light. The motherfuckers are talking about balancing out light and darkness. What they talking about is shadow. But, you just repeat whoever the fuck you done heard this, that, or the third from. Whoever's standing on the most recent soapbox above debate, but not above preaching, pontificating, performing, standing on P, preaching, pontificating, and performing. I'm above debate, but I'm not above preaching for you. Okay, whatever, guys. Look, I implore you to look this shit up. Please. Had to do that shadow work last night. Reveal how my emotions acted as valid currency for an act. I like that. That's a good way of articulating it there. Motherfuckers' emotions will act as valid currency. Sir, we don't accept these here. Oh, this nigga feels good. Come on in. Your money's good here. Get the fuck out of here. Plenty of agreements to spiritual concepts that held shit in place. Like validated what you wanted to believe, right? Let's look, bro. You see how when Neo and Morpheus are fighting, Morpheus is being nice. You think Morpheus can't whoop his ass? Cause look, you see him fighting the agents. The agent ain't. Oh, Morpheus, is that air you think you're breathing? Here, Morpheus, come on, hit me. Here, get a free shot. The shit that's looking at you like you food, it don't give you no chance. See, a master A teacher will give you a chance. But if your teacher isn't challenging you and your understanding, they're not challenging you. He's seasoning you up for the cook. And you gonna follow that goat you want to, bruh. Even as Morpheus and Neo are fighting, you making fun of him. Quit trying to hit me. Aries, don't make fun of me. I know what you're trying to do. You missed the whole thing. But it's okay. That's part of the course. That's how kids learn. Motherfuckers will be in this shit. I believe you listened to me for years. Like, damn, I finally just got what you said. Yeah, I know. It took you so long because you didn't tell yourself you didn't get it. If you tell yourself you don't get it, you open up the space to ask the questions. But if that feeling is valid currency, I feel like I get it. You're not going to ask a question. And look, you don't have to ask the question to me. You're just trying to get me to ask you a question, Aries. Fuck you. You ain't nobody. I don't have to believe what you say. Okay, cool. I'm not asking you to. You got to get in the habit of asking yourself the questions. That's the place, bruh. It ain't. Make sure you ask me. Look, if I'm presenting, you're free to ask me a question about what I'm presenting. But whether or not you believe what the fuck you say, you gotta ask you that shit. And you gotta ask it not to just get the right answer and feel good. No, this primordial shit, man. It's not that it's necessarily evil. Look, the way good and evil, good and bad, right and wrong, these are concepts we use to explain the world to children. It makes it simple and digestible. Why do we have baby food, right? Because it needed to be simple and digestible for their little bitty digestive system. And you want to, okay, I know. Aries, I'm cool now. I'm advanced. I know this stuff. You don't have to give me no training wheels. Give me the hardest of the hard stuff. Give me the real shit, Aries. Naruto, right? Put me on an S rank mission. Boruto, even worse. Put me on an S rank mission. I'm tired of this easy stuff. Give me the S rank mission. Man, how many times you tell that little weak nigga, you're not ready for an S rank mission? Can't stand Boruto. It's okay though. How is shadow different from darkness in the context you're presenting here? Shadow is something cast in the light. Shadow is something cast. Look, everything in the light casts a shadow. But light comes from darkness. Darkness is the primordial shit. The shit niggas is messing with that's mostly in your way is shadow. I get how it looked like it's the darkness, but it's the absence of illumination. It's the absence of illumination. Look, for all intents and purposes, it looks like darkness. You're not wrong for even making that association. Like a fox kind of looks like a dog. It kind of looks like a coyote. You're right. They do kind of look like that. But they're not the same thing. That's what I'm saying. You're not wrong for thinking they kind of look the same because they do. Look, no matter how bright, fast, and heroic light is, wherever light goes, not only has darkness already there, it's been waiting. Light comes from the darkness. Shadow comes from the light. The same kind of way light comes from the darkness. Like I talk in the guild, shadow work is big. I try to make it big, but nobody want to do that part. They want to do the cool part first. You know, they want to learn the trick. Niggas always want to know the trick, right? Niggas always want to know the trick. Look, you need to have the shadow work going. You need to, like, and I say this too, the degree to which you can dedicate yourself to the work of shadow work is going to set the tone for your ascension. It's going to set the tone for the work proper. The degree to which you're dedicated to shadow work. It's like wiping your ass. You dedicate yourself to wiping your ass, right? Look, man, I don't even know. I don't even know these days. It's 2024. No, it's 2025 officially. Huh? Yeah. I'd like to say motherfuckers dedicate themselves to wiping their ass, but I don't really know. Some folks just discovering a washcloth. Look, you don't dedicate yourself to wiping your ass, you're going to be Mr. Itchy. And that itchiness going to fuck up everything else you do. Oh man, I don't care how much you wiped it yesterday. You did not wipe it enough yesterday to compensate for today. Ain't a certain place you get to where you don't have to have it wiped. You may get so old you can't wipe it yourself no more. It still got to get wiped. At first you're not good at it. At first you need help. Even though you tell mommy and daddy, I don't need no help. I can do it myself. No, you can't. I get why you want to be able to, and I'm glad you want to be able, but you can't do it yourself yet. Get over it. Get the wipe and you help them out. You let them try a few times, and then you do it for them until they can get good at it. That's what you need a master for. Don't nobody want a master. Ain't nobody, nothing's higher than myself. Okay, what is you? Shh, you're trying to trick me, Aries. I know what you're trying to do, Aries. Mistaken feelings for understanding. Yep. Dirty work. I seen my wife do that last night, but it was an eye opener for where I do it as well. Thank you. You see other motherfuckers do it, but you can't put your nose up. You gotta like, well, where do I do that shit? How am I just like that? I tell y'all motherfuckers I'm a piece of shit. I tell you I'm a piece of shit. Where am I exactly like this motherfucker? That'll also keep you out of the reverse virtue signal. You know, the virtue signal is, well, me and my people, we donate things to the homeless. You know, we come together in a group, study, and read a book. Signaling their virtue. Look at me, I'm virtuous, even though I'll say, humble. Thanks. Yeah. Well, what's reverse virtue signal? All right, it's a virtue signal in reverse. Well, I just can't understand how people don't donate. I just can't understand how people don't just go to the esoteric information. I just can't understand how anyone can worship a white Jesus. I just don't. It's always been confusing for me. That's reverse virtue signaling, where you're putting out the negative to try and make a statement. In the reverse, I just can't understand. But when you think about it, you can. Especially when you put yourself in their shoes. But you do the reverse virtue signal to try and show I'm nothing like them. Like, bro, you was Christian last year. Slow down. Slow down. But don't nobody call it out. And then when I call it out, Aries, I know what you're trying to do. I wish I knew what I was trying to do. It's okay. But look, shadow work. Why are you doing the shadow work? You need to be honest with yourself about your awareness, what you can see, what you noticed. Being able to, hey, I didn't notice that. Hey, I did notice this. Getting what you want out of the way of what you see, of what you believe. Now, what you want to believe, what do you believe? And why? Where is it leading to you? Where are these little desires like a carrot on a string, you just following it? I get you can cover up the carrot with a sign, like a little sign. This is my desires. This is what's useful and appropriate. That's your desires with extra steps. I'm not saying it's bad to have desires, but you got to recognize them. Why do you need to be able to recognize them? You need to be honest about your awareness. Why? What difference does that make, Aries? Awareness is your capacity to notice. This is what's changing through your process of ascension. The world is not changing. It's perfect. It's already what it's supposed to be. Your capacity to notice is what changes. You start doing a little esoteric research and you learn a little about symbols, right? And then all of a sudden, symbols are everywhere. They're everywhere. I just can't understand how people don't see them. Bro, you didn't see them shits last year. Slow down. What's changing is your capacity to notice. Just like I talked about with the stages of initiation. Those 3 stages of initiation. Because initiation is just wiping your feet at the door and then walking in. The initiate is called to notice in different ways in a larger and a larger way. Their awareness is focused in different directions for a particular purpose. So that when it's time for that 3rd step to push them in the direction of the work, they've been prepared with the other ways in which their awareness has been shaped and expanded. It's simple. It's simple. Look, the stuff's not complicated. What's complicated is your bullshit. And gotta clean up Panic and Bobby's kids. Look, I get it sounds really confident to say I don't deal with nothing outside myself. Nothing above myself. I won't tell you that's wrong, but to the degree to which that's right, what is you? I know what you're doing here. You're trying to trick me. You're trying to stop my rise. So, the dark stuff is the primordial stuff. If you haven't checked out what is you, you're going to miss it. And you walk into a room where most of what you is framed in the idea of food, that humanity of yours, I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Your humanity is food. Your idea of yourself as a physical thing is food. Is that air you're breathing, Neo? Fuck whether or not it was. He was treating it that way. That is how he framed the world. So when I say, what is you? I'm talking about the bullshit you brought along, didn't realize you brought along, but would have swore if I'd have asked you, you didn't bring it. What is you? And you ain't checked it. You just walk in with your confidence and you food. And you food in a way in which you haven't even comprehended yet. The shit that will drive you nuts is the fear. It's the fear. I'm not telling you have no fear. I'm telling you need to be able to recognize it when you see it. And be honest with yourself about it. Develop the capacity to deal with it. Dedicate yourself to finding it, recognizing it, dealing with it. I tell you, man, you jump right out into this dark stuff, not to say you can't survive. If you still running from fear, that's going to drive you nuts. That's going to have you at the mental institution. That's going to have you in the middle of chaos, begging for it to stop. See, it's cool. Everybody love chaos till shit start fucking up. Your life start falling apart, right? And see, you don't even have to go to the most primordial shit to have your life start falling apart when you get into the spiritual work. Why would it fall apart? Because all this shit you thought was supposed to be your life was bullshit. Watch a motherfucker prune a plant. You look at the plant beforehand, And you thinking, man, that's a big plant. The gardener come up, nah, bro. Most of that is bullshit. Most of that gotta go. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's me. That's me. Nah, not really, bro. Like, I get why you think that, but it's just not. I get you. I get why you think that. It's just not. Like, look, there go your number 4, right? That's you with all the new esoteric information you got. Didn't look up the word esoteric because you knew. Nigga that know ain't gonna ask a question. That's you right there. Not the dude in the shirt. I guess for all intents and purposes, that's gonna be me. You the bush. You look good. Like you think what you think that's full. You think that's good. There go your homie. Look, that's your homie bush right there. Check 5 facts. He'll let you know y'all building. Right? That's gotta be your boy. I don't know a nigga like that. Uh-oh. So you do that to a nigga. Aries, you trying to hurt me. I know what you're trying to do, Aries. Whatever. Look, most of that stuff gotta go. And you don't even understand why it gotta go. You think that's you. You have to lose that, and you certain that's a part of you. It didn't feel good, so I know Aries is doing something wrong. Because this is supposed to feel good. Everywhere else I've been, this has felt good. That's how I know he trying to trick me. That's how I know he lying to me. Because this don't feel good when he say it. I know. I'm out here trying to tell niggas, bro. We gotta shake that one up too. That one's tripping. That bush ain't shit. Ooh, cut it back. Look, bro. Hold on. This is the before and the after, right? Boom. Cut it back. When I tell you the shit you think you know, you gonna have to cut it back that much? Well, that's basically everything. Bro, you caught up in the wrong shit. That most of that plant is underground. You caught up in the pretty foliage, the shit you can show off to a nigga. How you look like the other bushes, but secretly you different. Nah, bro. Most of that shit gotta get cut back. And not just once. Year after year after year, consistently. And that's not because I'm trying to be mean. I'll teach you how to grow without having to be pruned. Whatever. Pruning doesn't have to hurt. Really, it should feel good. Because if it don't feel good, it may not be useful and appropriate. That should sound nice. I want some of that, right? So Aries, when you do shadow work, being on the left-hand path, you tend to eat what you find once you're aware of it. You don't have to. You don't have to. I think it's one of the misconceptions. Because generally how people teach shadow work, they teach it as though shadow bad. Shadow bad. That's not necessarily the case. That's not necessarily the case. Most of the time it really ain't. It really ain't. But it's so full of shit you don't want. It's easier to say this is bad. This needs to get out of my way. It's in my way. It's stopping me from getting what I want. No, what you want is rooted in that. What you want is rooted in all that shadow shit. See, like when I start out teaching shadow work, you have to make it very plain and concise so that you understand what shadow versus personality is. But like I tell you, the actual territory and landscape you're going to have to explore is much more complicated than that. Because I will tell you, as much as people focus on the shadow part, it's really personality work as well. It's really personality work. Look, because the personality is the side of the sphere that's illuminated versus the side that lacks illumination. The part that's illuminated is you present this. You show it off. You acknowledge it. You agree to it, okay? You walk into somebody's living room. They got the nice rug, nice couch, picture and lighting. This is what they've presented. how much dirt is up under that rug on purpose. Matter of fact, the rug is only there because the floor looked nasty. And it's easier to put a rug on there than to actually get in there and replace the floor. So you're looking at the room, and it looks very presentable. But it's mostly presentable in a way that's covering up bullshit. And you get to the bullshit, and you mad at the bullshit. Nah, that's your bullshit. See, regardless whether or not it's right, middle, or left-hand path of the child, father, or mother, shadow work got to get done. It's got to get done. When it comes to the paths of ascension, that's talking about your angle of approach to the work. That's talking about your angle of approach to the work. Okay? Because look, I know there's some people out here who do the, we're spooky, and so what you want to do is devour everything. I don't usually tell people, don't tell people to do what I do. Because look, them motherfuckers don't talk about no digestive system. Oh, it's just gone. Once you devoured it, this is gone, right? Chill out. The devil's in the fucking details. So no, I wouldn't tell you to just devour it, just to eat it. Because where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? What I would tell you to do is understand it. Acknowledge, understand it, accept it. Because you can't really tell whether or not you need to get rid of it until you've done those. You remember as a kid when you had something to say to your parents, right? And they didn't take the time to understand you, your perspective, where you were coming from. They just went ahead and you're wrong. Alright? And you're a little traumatized. But then you end up doing that shit to the shit you create. That's why I wouldn't tell you just eat it. Nah, slow down. That's your baby. That's your bullshit. And you gonna treat it like the motherfuckers treated you? Mm-mm. You gotta get the devil his due. You gotta give that motherfucker his pound of flesh. You gotta pay the cost to do business. You can't just come in and try and strong arm all the shadow shit. It's not gonna work. It didn't work on you. Right? That shit didn't work on you. That's your kid. It sure as hell ain't gonna work on that motherfucker. And when it comes to shadow work, there's 3 types of things you find. The shit you've been running from, which everybody's always scared of. They don't want to admit they've been running. That's the first thing you find. Why? Because you stopped running. So it's right there. The shit you've been running from. The shit that's running from you. What you mean running from me, Aries? I'm the good person. I'm nice. I can tell you do your shadow work. She mean you the nice person. And as soon as that thing you didn't want to see pop up, you ready to destroy the shadows. Right? Ain't that you? Of course it's running from you. The shit you running from, the shit that's running from you. And then there's the shit that's just sitting there. It's not running, you're not running, but it sure as hell affecting the whole room. Don't go in there and try and strong arm shit. But you're gonna do it. Look, Path of the Child, because it's about what is you. Okay? Look what a you is and look at genius is. Look what a you is, look at genius is. I'm going fast because you have the freedom to pause this. And if you really want to get in depth, you get in the guild, because this is what I do. Look where you is and look at genius is. Look where you is and look at genius is. Oh, you come up here genius. Now you still got the me though. So it doesn't matter which angle of approach you take. That me still got to get dealt with. And you may as well not even try to pretend like you don't believe that's you. That's why I suggest Path of the Child to people. No, Aries, that's the right-hand path. That's organized religion. No. You're repeating people. You're repeating people. It is not organized religion. Yes, you can have most organized religions are framed from the right hand path. You're right, but you can have left hand path organized religion. You can organize a religion around anything. Stop running from organization and order. Everybody love chaos till shit start fucking up. I'm telling you. And I'm only getting mad and I'm saying these things because I've heard it and it's typical. Motherfuckers swear they are. My question is different. Whatever. Sorry. Oh, where am I at? I apologize, guys. Dumb question. What would be the difference between awareness and consciousness? I don't even use the word consciousness because it's so much baggage, and then that's gonna have people jump into subconscious real quick because everybody say subconscious. Nobody takes you to where that come from. They just repeat it. So I don't like to use the word consciousness. I even try and stay away from the word mind. It's like I try to stay away from the popular words. Because motherfuckers, when you hear it, you'll feel like you understand, and nigga that think they know the answer won't ask the question. And I want you to engage the information. So I usually don't say consciousness. Because motherfuckers will jump to subconsciousness and don't realize consciousness comes from the framework of conscious and unconscious. There was no subconscious. That's something niggas made up. No, it can't be air. It's all these people look. Okay. Look, go to the source material. Go to where it comes from. So I don't use conscious because you go back to the conscious and unconscious dynamic. So I don't necessarily know what the difference between awareness and consciousness is. Because the people who talk about consciousness, it's hard to really pin down what's meant. But once again, I would tell you go to John Vervaeke. See, y'all motherfuckers gonna ask me about consciousness. Let me find his I know you'll get there. You see 52 episodes areas. Yeah, that ain't even all the shit he got, bruh. Let me guess, you ain't got time? You need it quick? Nah, bruh. Sit your ass down. Hey, sit your ass down. Here, let's you can't see the playlist from over here. Here, I know he's got it in here. Here we go. This is episode 10. This is him talking about consciousness and just the idea, giving you some direction towards places you can look to start looking for where this idea comes from and how it's impacted culture and ideas. Okay, how it's got us back to this point. So I usually don't even push consciousness, bro. I don't even push that word. I try to stay away from mind. I try to stay away from God. Because when a motherfucker hear it, they swear they know what it is, and so they don't challenge it. I don't want you to do that. But, so I don't really talk about consciousness. Does consciousness invoke the physical body? It depends on what I'm saying. It depends on what you mean by consciousness. Because there's already a presumption about what you mean by that. That's why I don't use the word, because motherfuckers will skip over the fact that they have a presumption about what it means. Because you tell them, okay, where does consciousness come from? Well, it's the interaction of microtubules in the neurons that's epiphenomenal. That's epiphenomenal. That's basically something coming from a configuration of physical elements or physical particles. So it's basically reducing it back to the brain. It's also why I'll give you guys Bernardo Kastrup. See, once again, bro, because I'm not going to tell you I know what consciousness is. Nope. I don't even like the word. But I'll tell you somebody you're going to look at. I'm not going to make up some shit. Fuck you mean? This is why I'm going to give y'all Bernardo Kastrup. Because it's not just because or believe everything he says. He has a field. He has a not field. What's the one I want? He has a background in particle physics. Like the shit y'all niggas be invoking, he actually studied it. He was part of the team that uncovered the Higgs boson at CERN, like doing the actual particle physics, that y'all will pretend that you know about because you repeated somebody. But he actually postulates a metaphysical framework. See, John Vervaeke doesn't give metaphysics. He actually kind of avoids it. He gets into cognitive sciences, but then, like I said, I have my own things about that. Bernardo Castro is actually talking about meaning of life. John Vervaeke is talking about meaning in life, which is what most of you are interested in. You'll say, once again, you'll say metaphysics because you're repeating. You'll call any spooky scientific word metaphysics because you don't know what metaphysics is, and you don't know. You don't know. But I'm actually, like, metaphysics is how I got into the occult shit. I'm actually interested in metaphysics. And so he got, not only did he have his degree with the particle physics, he went back and he got the philosophy degrees and whatnot. Well, pretty sure he got the philosophy degrees. I know John Vervaeke's got the PhD and whatnot. And John Vervaeke was actually in the same place that Jordan Peterson is. It's in like the same university, like their personal acquaintances. But Bernardo Kastrup postulates the metaphysical conception of analytic idealism. Idealism being, because once I always point you guys back to your metaphysics. Your metaphysics as your underlying framework. If you call me and you say, Aries, how do you change your alternator? What do I have to ask you? Come on, there's something I have to ask you. If you say, Aries, how do I change the alternator? Well, what's your make and model? Your metaphysics. Ain't that important? It's important for a certain reason, ain't it? Right? Well, no, I don't know the make and model. I mean, everything is everything. I'm all these gods. No. What make and model sits up under I'm all these gods? That's why I keep going to what is you? Where'd you get the word soul from? Where'd you get that from? Spirit? Where'd you get that from? Have you unpacked that? You cracked that open? No. Yeah, bro. I try and point y'all to other people too. I don't want to point you to Rashad Jamal and the 5D brothers. Okay. Areas. What book do I need? Get a dictionary. That ain't got a spooky title, but you need a occult dictionary. Go get an occult dictionary. There's got to be a occult dictionary, right? But that's what you want. You need it to have spookiness. I said, I gotta get the spooky robe, bro. I gotta get a spooky robe and some lights. Is there a occult dictionary? Let me see. Occult dictionary.pdf. There's got to be something out there, right? There we go. What is this? Archive.org. Dictionary of occult, hermetic, and alchemical sigils. Boom. There you go. And you like that, right? Oh, that's got to be the real truth. But what's real? What is true? Shh, Aries, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to trick me. Of course I know what real and true is. Okay. Once again, I'm going to throw you back to the metaphysics. Because unless you understand your metaphysics you're using, I can't tell you how to change the alternator. It's going to be different depending on which metaphysics you're using. And look, as y'all like to try and do something that's unconventional. See, it's conventional to lift up the hood, right? Nah, Aries, I don't lift up the hood. I go from up under the car. Oh, so your angle of approach is different. So I need to know the make and model. How are you approaching it? Are you lifting up the hood? You going up under the car? Let me guess, you ripped out the dashboard, and now you're going from inside the passenger area, right? All of these things make a difference. No, just give me the spooky book to read. I'm trying to tell you, brother. Don't work that way. We can read it together. Nah, bro, chill out, bro. Oh man, I'm so serious, bro. That's what makes you. Being the main moral of movies. I believe that shit and dealt with it now. Well, I don't know what you might be referring to this. Maybe you're referring to the good consciousness is what makes you you. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck I spell making like I'm from Memphis? More than out there, good to see you in the chat. That's why I ran from you for a year, not knowing it was part of my whole shadow work. Every time you talk, I see my dad. Right? Daddy's home. Look, I don't be trying to daddy niggas. I don't try to father niggas. You know, to feel like that, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I want motherfuckers to get better than me, so I can not have to do it no more. Yeah, so you see that little space you fit in, don't you? Get your ass over there and do it. I don't want to do it. I don't like teaching. Niggas is dumb. They arrogant. They don't even want to know. Nah, get over there. That's you right there. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to daddy niggas, bro. But shit is what it is, bro. Hell yeah, niggas will run for me for a minute. That's what I say. I'm not difficult to find. You know where to find me. I don't worry if you run and you gonna come back. Cause look, you can't unsee it. Personality got nuance and slices I didn't even know was distinct from other pieces. There's texture. There's nuance. There's subtlety. That's what most of this shit is missing, bro. Most of this shit motherfuckers is teaching is missing the subtlety, the nuance. See, look, when I start explaining shadow work, I keep it concise. So you understand the basic principles and the dynamics, the basic roles in the scenario, right? Because this image is easy. You just see a regular sphere, one source of light, illuminated side, shadow side. Very simple. Very simple. So you understand the dynamics. But the actual territory you're going to be engaging with is more like this. There's texture and contour to the surface of the sphere. You got underground caves. You got a large portion of the sphere submerged underwater. What's he mean underwater? I know, you ain't thought about it yet. There's more at play. And you have to be able to get the taste for nuance and subtlety. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. You can say subtle bodies because niggas repeat it. You don't even know where they got that from. The darkness is subtle. The darkness is subtle. See, it's the hero that's out in the front. Hey, everybody, I defeated the monster. Ah, yes. Oh, I'm humble. The darkness don't do that. You don't see the monster until it wants you to see it. Until it's way too late. If you ever see it at all. The monster kills you 10 minutes ago and you just realizing it. Am I bleeding? Too late. That's the darkness. Oh, it's predatory over here. You motherfuckers is food. And what you is I'm just devour everything. Ever met something that eats you because you ate it? Ever meet something that eats you because you ate it? It was planning on you eating it. I'm gonna devour it. Slow your roll. Look, you ain't even thought about where it go when you devour it? And you devour shit? Mm-mm. I'm a piece of shit, guys. I try to tell you. Malik, I can get understanding the parts you run, ignoring or looking for, but I guess it depends on deity, you, on why it becomes food. What do you mean you when you say deity? What you mean when you say you, deity? But I guess it depends on what is you. And look, it's easy to say deity. Because remember though, it's that air you think you're breathing. When you run in deity, you need to run deity. That's why the shadow work is so important. And you really can't do the left-hand path without being dedicated to this deeply. when Morpheus takes Neo into the construct for the first time, right? He has what's called residual self-image. What is you? Because the computer didn't give an image of the body. It gave the image that came in his pocket already. What do you think when you think you? Boom, there you go. And I talk about the agreements you're making that you don't realize. That's why I point to the you. It's like a big fucking bucket niggas have put all the subtlety in, all the meaning in. And you look at every world, there's no meaning in this. There's no meaning in this. Let me crack this open. It's simply that. This is simply this. This is simply that. This is simply that. None of it has any meaning. You just put all the meaning in one spot. Didn't think to sort it. Didn't think to look at none of the details. Just put it all in one spot. You. Because you can tell me, this is simply that, this is simply that, this is nothing but this is nothing but this. I'm not pretending to be panic. Pretending to be panic. All that shit is in you. Because the next thing you'll say is, I'm all these gods. Ooh. Nothing is outside of me. I don't worship anything outside of myself. Ooh. Yeah. Knowledge of self. Ooh, Hercules. Every one of those statements had to invoke a you. None of those statements examined what the fuck it was, but they invoked it. That's food. You don't even know what's in there? And you telling me ain't nothing in there? Boy, I can smell it from here. Nah, I see what you're trying to do, Aries. You're trying to trick me. Okay, Neo. I see what you're trying to do. It's helping frame a lot of ideas. Because motherfuckers ain't even thought about these things forever. Will be three. Okay. I think I said that right. I had to look at it for a second. The metaphysics to occult studies pipelines need to be studied. Yeah, it's usually pretty typical. You hit the reject mainstream religion, hit the Afrocentric thing for a little while, slip into the spiritual side, and then, because each time you do it, you kind of have to find a little group and you do what the group does. And tell people to do the research and then don't do the research yourself. I'm saying, hey man, look, the vest and tie combo from the shitstorm did the trick. Yeah, man, look, I let y'all know I can switch it up. What you need me to hit the... Yeah, I know sometimes you need it. That's why I got to get the spooky roll. Also, good morning, broski. I was referring to the pruning bush with me. That's what makes you you. Oh, the stuff that's left over, or the process of the pruning. Because look, all the shit that's getting pruned away ain't shit you need. And you don't need it in a certain way you don't realize you need it. And you got to get rid of it. It's in the way. That's why your life will start to fall apart when you get into the spiritual shit. Because most of that shit is you was holding on to it. Or it's in your way. And it's time to go. Get what you ask for. I tell motherfuckers that shit all the time. You get what you ask for. Darkness is the best ain't shit friend. So pineapples will be, it's just typed in leet speak. What is leet speak? Leet speak. Is that like pig Latin? No, not in the same form as pig Latin. Leet speak translator. What is leet speak? This is one of our spelling used from the internet. Oh, like the poem thing. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it's a type of cipher, I guess. Okay, well, that's interesting. Look, as long as you're not inundated and running from fear, you can fuck with the darkness. Okay? I won't even lie to you. You can fuck with the darkness. Don't confuse it with shadow. That's your shit. Anybody recognize that? That's your shit. The shadow stuff, that's your own shit. And darkness, you can fuck with the primordial stuff. But I'm telling y'all, bro, don't have that shit to try and change the physical world. Don't have that shit to try and change the physical world. It's just not for that. It's not for that. It's easy to say I'm a chaos being because everybody in the group saying it. Everybody like chaos till shit start fucking up. You a chaos being, but what you worried about is the wealthy people on the planet Earth in one particular timeline. But you a chaos being? Hey Jimmy, can somebody do the math on that? The fuck you talking about? Who knows? Because you hadn't thought about it. You just repeated. See, that's the space between those two things where there's a contradiction. You think it's a small little space, right? Nothing could be in there. That's just nothing, right? Don't the terrible, awful shit live in that small little crevice that nobody would have thought to look for it in? You think that space is too small for something to get into? That's exactly where I want to be. It's the perfect place to put the roots down. Leet, man, that's the leet speak. One of several internet religions. Chaos, going to work. So you're talking in that leet speak, bro. I don't know what that is. Yeah, look, you can fuck with the dark stuff. You have to be able to recognize your fear. You have to be able to recognize your fear. I'm not trying to scare you. Okay? So, if you don't recognize your own fear, the dark stuff is going to fuck you up. Before you know it, you're going to be scared out your fucking mind. You're going to be thinking you got to kill yourself. You're going crazy. Everything's just falling apart and you're ready to blame the dark stuff and on your way back to Jesus. Ready to give a testimony to everybody how the spiritual stuff was all demonic. All I can do is warn a nigga, bro. All I can do is let him know. Aries, I know what you're trying to do, bro. I'm trying to free your mind. Fuck you talking about. Yeah, we doing it right now. I told you I was do it. I told you I was gonna do it. Aries, don't do it. Oh no. Nah. Check it out real quick.
Tank, load the jump program. You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind. Whoa. Okie dokie. For my mind.
So what if he makes it?
Well, let's see if that worked. That's how it be. I've been seeing somebody do that. Look, you gotta move it. Okay, no. Look, free your mind. Let it go. See, I don't mean disassociate. I don't mean just float above everything, bro. Look, in order for you to let go of some shit, you have to really look at how you're holding it. In order to let go of some shit, you gotta really look at how you're holding it. Because it's easy to say, I'm a deity, I'm a god, but then still be thinking in human terms. I tell you, let go, you think just float away. Did you ever consider you have more hands than you thought? Let's say you got a hand you didn't notice you have holding on to something. How you gonna let that go? You're not. The devil's in the details, the subtlety. I even use that example. I have run into that. Hands you didn't know you had. Oh shit, I'm holding on like this? Hands you thought was someone else's hands. Oh shit, that's mine? Ugh. The baby has to learn that. Okay, what is this? Am I doing that? Is this me? Is this my shit? You gotta go back through that shit, bruh. I can only tell you. You gotta walk through the door, bruh. The part I hate about Neo in this, he didn't even practice a little bit. He didn't even try. He could have stood right there and just practice a little. Try jumping on a little thing behind him. You know, really got into the fact I don't believe yet. I don't believe yet. Because he didn't. He didn't. I'm gonna still try and do it. It's okay. Everybody misses it first time, bro. Everybody misses it the first time. Handheld version. Warner Nigga Studios. Wait, what? Oh, Warner Nigga Studios. They got the nigga goat. A deity of mine was holding on to shit subtly and making gadgets to do so. Trying to keep the world figuratively small as well as predictable. Had to let go. Yeah, bro, I found deity. There's one childhood version. Had a whole closet full of bullshit. He's been playing with it for the longest. Bunch of other shit I wasn't looking at. I was ready to be mad as fuck. I was ready to be mad as fuck. I said, this shit running from you. That was another lesson. Plenty of them. Alan Watts talked about something similar. What, like with the contracts and agreements? Yeah, Alan Watts be going all over the place. I wouldn't tell you not to listen to him, because motherfuckers inevitably gonna listen to other folks. What I would say is challenge your understanding of what you're hearing every time. If you don't get a chance to challenge the teacher, you know, everybody's above debate these days. Challenge your understanding. Challenge your understanding of what you're hearing, especially if a motherfucker is above debate. Because they can tell you anything. And they will. Take what I say with a grain of salt. What does that mean? I'm probably about to say some bullshit. But I don't want to have to be accountable for it. Yo, this ain't up for debate, guys. What's that mean? Don't hold me accountable for nothing. Motherfuckers tell you take what you need and leave the rest. Useful and appropriate. How do you know what you need? Ask a kid to take what they need and leave the rest. They don't know. But if you ask them if they know, what they gonna say? Hell yeah, I know. But that just can't be you, right? Nah, not me. That's them other niggas. Okay? Like I said, food. Gilded gang ethereal. Y'all getting the guild, bro. I'm just trying to tell you. No, Aries, she's just trying to get my money. Okay, I know what you're trying to do, Morpheus. Okay, cool. Do what you do. I got plenty of free shit and plenty of other motherfucking shit you can look at. But you won't. You know, spend time, make some reels, make some stories. I don't have no time, Aries. I ain't got nobody, Aries. You know, clean the wing sauce off your fingers. It's alright. Do what you do, bro. Do what you do. There's one more part of this movie I wanted to show. What was it? No. Because motherfuckers always say this shit like the Oracle told Neo he wasn't the one. She does not do that. She does not say that. Motherfuckers gonna be listening, bruh. This is after the Spoon Boy thing. Because I show y'all the Spoon Boy shit. Because Spoon Boy is... This is the key you need. You hit this key, you can open all the doors you want to. But like I said, you gotta challenge your understanding of some shit. I show you Spoon Boy all the time. Because motherfuckers only want to bend the spoon. That's it. Tell me how to bend the spoon and dodge bullets. And once you can do that, then I know what you're telling me works. And then as soon as they can do it a little bit, that bend a little bit, now they think they're ready to teach. I'm almost done here, guys. I promise you. You said don't fuck with the darkness if you can't recognize and are inundated with fear. What would be a reason as to why one would fuck with the dark? Just a fafo? I don't know what a fafo is. I know what a fiari fieris. I'm not gonna look up fafo. It's probably like a slang word. Anyways, there's one other part. But your question. Look, right? Real shit. You don't need to fuck with the darkness. People will do it because it's the new hot thing on the block. Because it masks their rebellion very well. Like, somebody don't have a reason to go to the elephant graveyard. He don't. He never had a reason to. But he wanted it to. Look, Simba, I'm going to tell you all this shit. You take what's useful and appropriate to you. What'd he take? Elephant graveyard. Because that's what babies do. That's what kids do. That's what motherfuckers who ain't really listen, whose emotions are valid currency will do. Who are secretly chasing their desires will do. Sometimes people don't even want something. What they want is to as a tool against the fear. Like, it's not that you want money, it's that you don't want to not have money. It's not that you want the power, it's that you don't want to be powerless. Those are two different things. It's subtle, but it's a different thing. And so you ain't going to examine that in these groups. Check, fire, facts, we tap it in. You ready to teach, kiddo? Go ahead and read a book on a live stream. I'll put you on my live stream. We got live stream buddies, so people know. Hey, we're tapping in. We're building. No. Where my video at? I'm going to play it real quick. I'm going to pee. I'm going to come back. I'm going to play this one other thing, and we're going to go through it, bro. I'm so serious.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level, and you thinking that's spiritual, that's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'll come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then.
I ain't trying to tell you there are some spiritual teachers who are intentionally trying to mislead you. I don't think most of them are. I think they don't know that they don't know. They've set themselves up in a corner to not be able to know that they don't know. Look, you put yourself above debate, right? You giving folks them check, fire, and facts, right? Hey, look, bro. Hey, Aries, I get this stuff now. What the fuck do you get? Well, somebody else. Hey, I get this stuff now. Good job. You're on your way. Nah, I can't feed it to you, bro. So yeah, you can fuck with the dark stuff. It's primordial. That's really what it is. Cause look, there are different angles to approach these ideas. Especially when you get into the fucking what is you, and I literally show you that, but whatever. Like when I talk about the fundamental map, okay? Just even in the very beginning, but it's this way all the way through. Let me move it over so you can see it. Just in the very beginning, maybe I'll use this one. Why not? The controversies around 1 and 0. All right, the controversies around 1, 2, and 3 within the Trinity. The controversies around 3 and 4. There are a variety of different ways to come at metaphysical framing. Because a lot of the framing of the metaphysics is going to inform the conclusions you can come to. Just like the way make and model of a car makes the fucking difference. All right, where is the alternator? Where are the spark plugs? Like I'm pretty sure radiators are almost always in the same spot, regardless of make and model, right? There are even some type of uniformities that are used consistently, regardless of what make and model. Like maybe batteries are usually in the same spot, but there are times when the battery gets changed up completely. Why am I getting so many hits this morning? Bro, y'all niggas, what? Nobody want to talk to me unless I'm doing something already. Fuck you mean? Anyway, so mostly people are looking to the dark stuff because it's cool. The darkness has an aesthetic of coolness. I get it. People are looking to the dark stuff because it fits with their rebellion. No, I'm not Aries. I'm not rebelling. I just want to know the truth. Okay. Oh, you tell me what you want to. Fuck around and find out, broski. Yeah, look, I always tell y'all fuck around and find out. Look, especially this. Because it's one thing to call yourself a chaos being. But how far are you taking it? Like, I like to throw motherfuckers in the deep end. If you tell me you can swim, I'm going to do it. Anyway, you got to get into the different types of metaphysics. Philosophy of mind. See, metaphysics is a branch of philosophy. Get into other types of philosophy as well. Look, when it comes to the question of what is true, what is real, these are philosophical questions. These are not scientific questions. That's how I know most motherfuckers don't even know what science is doing. There's a philosophy of science. Look. Like every now and then, I'd be like, look, go try some solipsism. How far in there? How far over there you want to go? I don't like that. I don't like that. It's uncomfortable. Okay, I mean, I get it, but you want to try it. Take a little. Look, there's all kind of shit you'll find in the darkness, bro. And it's nothing like the shit that you already willing to see. But that's why you have to be familiar with that shit. You got to be familiar with your bullshit and your self-deception. Otherwise, it's your undoing. People will fuck with the dark shit just to be cool. Shit, there's enough dark shit in my shadow work. Thank you. I can work for a lifetime. Yeah, man, motherfuckers will skip the shadow work and jump to the dark spookiness. I'm so serious. Amar, good to see you in the chat. In the big picture, Simba going to the elephant graveyard was inevitable, and he needed to go through that. That's what started the cascade of events after Mufasa's death, him running away, and redemption. Just like, the snake is supposed to tempt Adam and Eve. It's a necessary evil. So look, that's why I tell you. I'm not going to tell you can't do it. But I ain't going to leave you with no surprises. I'll let you know. Because the other motherfuckers just tell you, hey, you do it, you can do it, you all this shit, you this. You pump up your emotions, and then you get in there, and it's a little more than they said. So I ain't gonna be the motherfucker, Aaron, you didn't tell me. Yeah, I did. I told you a couple times. See, I had to learn not to listen to y'all. When you say, I get it, I'm ready, this is what I've been doing, this is what I want, I had to learn not to listen to y'all. because I had to learn how deep the cap was. I thought it maybe it's just a little cap. That's a lot of cap. Not me, Aries. I'm really okay. Bro, you be the one capping the most. Fuck you mean. What's in the cup? Oh, this is just some coffee. Some coffee today. I wanted to get the last of the warm coffee. Lean? Nah, bro. Chill out. Chill out. Lean. Also, if darkness is primordial, how can you not fuck with it? Flushing that out, for example, when I'm doing shadow work and I say I'm bringing genius with me. Genius already there. There's nowhere. Well, once again, yeah, because you're not wrong. It's about how you frame the world. So for some people, let's say we're talking about the Christian cosmology, right? For all intents and purposes, genius could be something from one type of angel to Jesus. Hell, it can be a fucking demon to devil. Same difference. What is you is the issue, right? But it's about how you have things framed. And so maybe for them in their particular framing, genius is the only thing that exists primordially and that there's nothing else. Perfectly fine. Or, because remember, I tell you guys, genius is not a singular thing. It's a category of thing. But maybe you can have only one thing in that category. Perfectly fine. Won't tell you can't. But you can't have multiple things in that category. You have categories in the category. So there's all kind of different ways you can frame it. And I'm not trying to tell you, like I said, it's not that you can't deal with the darkness. So you need to be dedicated to the shadow work. See, the shadow work and the ascension. Ascension is the work proper. These two go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. They're not the same thing. Sorry. They're not the same thing, but you need both of them to do it. Here, there's another picture I use for that. Which book am I in? No, it's in the shadow work book. See, I keep all this shit here, bro. I talk to you about it. I go through it. I let you know. You didn't tell me. Yeah, the fuck I did. Yeah, the fuck I did. I keep a record of when I told you and how I told you. I got a system for telling you. Motherfuckers, look, you weren't clear enough. Bro, I speak plain English. Did you question whether or not you understood? Well, you know, I didn't really have to, because whatever, shut up. The shadow work in English and the ascension go hand in hand, okay? Think of the blue as the non-physical, the purple as the primordial. The things are, they're intimately connected. As you clean up with the shadow work, the ascension part is simpler. It's more direct. Think about it like hoarding, all right? As you clean up the hoard, navigating the house is easier. Finding the parts of the house that need to be fixed are easier. Even once you get all the hoard out, you still have to work it a certain way to where the house don't go back to being shitty. All of this is necessary. It goes together. Just like ontology goes with epistemology. I know people will tell you ontology and won't tell you epistemology. But just like Bobby said, they don't know what you need to know. God, this shit is so basic. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. Anyways, I'm a piece of shit. Unc Shield. Yo, GG, we in here today. Let's go. Oh, Unc Shield. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Amar, that's where there's nowhere can go that genius wouldn't be with me. Exactly. And it immediately calls into your question your conception of the world, the types of densities or the dimensions to the shape of the world. Because remember, dimensions aren't some place out there. It's a discussion about the scope and extent of your perception. A flat plane. Say it's just 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions, 4 dimensions, adding the element of time. You didn't go somewhere. All the shit is right there at the same time, same way. To the degree to which there is space and time involved, they're all there. Like if I turn on the video game right now and I'm playing Super Mario, I can walk all the way around the console, around the television. Right? No matter where I got Mario in the game world, I can walk around the console and the television. Ain't a single place in that game world Mario can go, I'm not there. And please, see, once again though, the details. Sure, when I think of deep cap, I think of a high hay. You mean like a stack of hay? Stacked really high? A high hat, maybe. Maybe it was, where's what? Yeah, T is right next to the Y. You probably meant a high hat. Like one of those tall hats. Or a high hat like when folks is making a bill. I think it's like a sound. Anyways, I'm sorry. I thought too much about that. Hamar, true. Genius always there. What I get from taking genius with you is being aware of genius being there. Yeah. See, okay, I knew you meant hat. A high hat. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, see, I'm thinking it's like a particular hit on the beat. What are you probably thinking of? Here's what you're probably thinking of. Not Gallo. 10-gallon hat. Like, look. That's some high cap right there. I bet they got other ones too. Oh shit. This is your boy. This is your boy right there. With that high cap and deep cap, boy. Oh man. Yo, the capping is serious, bro. You gotta be able to check where you capping. And you gotta be dedicated to doing it. I don't care if you lie to everybody else in the world. It's about you lying to you. I'm so serious. I'm so serious, bro. I don't need you to tell me the truth. Fuck you. Lie to me, go ahead. But if you're doing it to yourself, that's the problem. That's the problem. One of my cousins brought one of his cousins over to the house the other day. Day before yesterday, maybe. Look, my cousin knew to bring him to me because apparently his cousin, he just started listening to some of the Bobby and Panic stuff, right? He was ready to do the dark side stuff, right? I'm like, I had to talk to him a little bit. I'm glad I was able to even catch the motherfucker because there's a lot of these kids running out here. They hear this new stuff and they ready to jump into it. There's a lot of motherfuckers that'll come to me and they capping. Yeah, I can swim. Yeah, I'm ready for the deep, dark stuff. Yeah. Then look, don't blame me. I know you want to, because it's easier to blame me than to blame you. I tell a motherfucker to do some shit years ago. Don't get around to doing it for years. And then want to look at me. And you're like, bro, I told you to do that years ago. Do it. Well, no, I'm scared. I don't understand why. Of course you don't, because you don't understand the fundamentals. But I do understand that. See, I'm about to get mad. I'm cool. I'll be alright. I still said there was another scene I want to show y'all. I got caught up in the chat. To me, that's an extra step to say bring genius with you because you can just acknowledge the presence or not an extra step, but not understanding the dynamic. It's in the same folder as using genius as a tool, kind of insulting. Yeah, kind of diminishing. Like, I think I know what he's pointing to. Because just the same way that you can say, I know genius is there, it's how you point to the framing of reality itself. Where's this picture? I know I have it in here. As I go through it. Boom. This one. You see, when I show you in the two-dimensional fundamental map with primordial, non-physical, and physical, it's easy to look at it because people love to think of these things as separate places. I got to get to there. I got to go there. It's like, no. The circle and the square, the sphere and the cube are the non-physical and physical. The empty space itself that everything is nested in is the primordial. Any point in the cube or the sphere is in the empty space. Just like Neo will forget that that's not air he's breathing, you'll forget all this shit is nested in that empty space. And really, the outside of these shapes is just there to help display the idea. To be completely honest, the edges of those shapes, I would say, stretch out infinitely. Like you can expand that cube and that sphere beyond the framing of the image, but you're keeping it inside the framing of the image to help point to it, so that the symbol is pointing to something. Yeah, That's just the dynamic. There's no way you go physically. Then you put your body physically. It's not primordial. There's nowhere non-physically you go that's not primordial. But it's about how are you framing the world? What's your make and model? And some people try and use this dual metaphysics. That's not going to work. It's the same. It's the same type of metaphysics that's giving you the mind-body problem. This duality. This mind and matter, spirit and matter. Ooh, look at you. Okay, sound good, right? No, you can't reconcile a dual metaphysics because you have two categories. You need at least one more category to reconcile the problem of how those two categories interact at all. That's why I start you off with a threefold pattern, a threefold cosmology. Some people will start you with a 7, 12, learn all the Sephiroth, learn all the clip off, learn all the past. No. 10, 11, 12, 32? No. Y'all don't even get 3. I almost pissed myself off right there. I almost pissed myself off. This is why I've been talking about the Trinity for the longest. And look, right there in the details. Because I don't hide it from you. There is just gatekeeping. You won't just give us the information. I give it to you. I got a whole thing. I've been talking about the Trinity. I've been talking about the fundamentals for longer than I've been talking about anything practical. Because when you understand the fundamentals, how to use it practically makes sense. If you understand how a car is put together, how to use it, it's kind of obvious. But when you don't understand how it's put together, you need to be taught how to use it specifically. But I'm trying to trick you. I know. It's got to be me because it can't be you the one at fault. Can't be. You done hit the upper room. So yeah, bro, you can go through the Trinity right here. You're free to ask me as many questions about it as you want. I got plenty of free videos. I don't need to try and get you to do what I want you to do. You're going to do what you want to do. I know it. You going to do what you want to do. Oh. Well, I'm trying to trick you. Okay, that's funny. I know what you're trying to do, Morpheus. I made an art piece similar to that. I will share once it's done. Yeah, please share it with folks in the guild, man. Hell yeah. It's nice to have cohorts, right? Nice to have some cohorts. Yeah, so often people are used to making all this spiritual stuff just a tool. Right? It's just equations. It's just energy. It's just something for you to use. It just begs the question. What is you? What the fuck is it at? What is that? What's in there? No, Aries, that's irrelevant. You're trying to trick me. Okay. I mean, you want to invoke this shit, right? These are just tools for you to use. All right. Nothing outside of you. Okay. You are all these gods. Ooh, right? You. What is that? What's in there? Seems to be pretty powerful. Very versatile, right? What is it? What is that? No, Aries, you're trying to trick me. This is a trick question. See, the trickster don't lie. The trickster don't lie. Last piece of this I want to show y'all. Because he goes to the Oracle, right? I'm telling you, the Oracle don't tell him he's not the one. The Oracle don't tell him. Don't tell him, show him. Don't tell him, show him.
I know you're Neo. Be right with you.
You're the Oracle?
Bingo. Not quite what you were expecting, right? Almost done. Smell good, don't they?
Yeah.
I'd ask you to sit down, but you're not going to anyway. And don't worry about the vase.
What vase?
That vase.
I'm sorry.
I said don't worry about it. I'll get one of my kids to fix it.
How did you know?
Oh, what's really going to bake your noodle later on is, would you still have broken it if I hadn't said anything?
I like the Oracle. I always like the Oracle. Look, man, sometimes motherfucker can know some shit about you before you tell them. Here's you can't possibly know me. You can't know that. How you know that? How I know that ain't important? How I know that ain't important? The reason y'all motherfuckers think it's important because you like to think there's no way I could. Because you're really dedicated to that. You are special. You are different. You are unique. Even Neo was talking about when he was getting the pills, right? I don't like the idea of fate, that I'm not in control of what's going on with me. I don't like the idea I'm not in control. I tell you, y'all so deeply want control. A lot of times that's from the fear, man. So serious. But look, she ain't gonna tell him he ain't the one. Listen, I'm so serious. Listen, bro. Watch out for that bullshit over there. What bullshit I wipe my ass every day, right? That smell is y'all. That's why I don't let myself forget I'm a piece of shit, y'all. I don't let myself forget it. Because if you let me, I just might, right? All right, look. Because look, I'm telling you, she don't tell him he's not the one. She tells him what he needs to hear. And it sounds, look, Neo thinks he's following what she's saying. No, she's following what he said. Watch me.
You're cuter than I thought. I can see why she likes you.
Who?
Not too bright, though. You knew why Morpheus brought you to see me. So, what do you think? Do you think you're the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself.
She asks him, do you think you're the one? He says, I don't know. I'm going to stop in here. I want to encourage you to get out of looking for certainty. Most people only move when they're certain 100%, even close to 100%, where it feels like you're certain. And otherwise, you don't want to move. Because that's what I'm saying, you're really avoiding not making a mistake. You're not looking to hit the win. You want to make sure you don't hit a loss. And that's where you're going to fuck up. She asked him what he think, not what he know. She asked him what he think, not what he know. I'm telling you, she following him. Is a moving screen for a deeper impression on our minds? No, it's because the master out here with that whip. Look, because otherwise I'd have probably got the copyright strike already. You'll notice this is 53.5. You know, I mean, if it's hitting you a certain way because I'm moving it around, you can go ahead and presume that. You know, I did that on purpose. Whatever, right? A piece of shit.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love. You just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones. Well, I better have a look at you. Open your mouth, say ah.
Ah.
Okay. Now I'm supposed to say, that's interesting, but then you say,
But what?
but you already know what I'm going to tell you.
I'm not the one.
Sorry, kid. You got the gift. But it looks like you're waiting for something.
What?
Your next life, maybe. Who knows? That's the way these things go. What's funny?
Morpheus. He almost had me convinced.
She didn't tell him he's not the one. She didn't tell him he's not the one. He told her that he didn't believe it. She's following him. Sometimes I hate to show this movie because it's like it's cliche. Everybody says it, right? But it's the dynamic at play. It's the dynamic at play. Morpheus, are you telling me I can dodge bullets and bend spoons? No, when you're ready, you won't have to. I speak plain English. I say it over and over. But somehow still, I'm not clear enough. I know. It's got to be my fault, because otherwise it might be yours, and then you'd have to change something, and you are already all these gods. Yeah, I get ranty when Welcome Week comes around. Yeah, I give you more than one show, whatever the fuck. Free. I'm not just reading you somebody's book. That's what y'all want. We can do story time one day. We can do story time. Aaron, still treat me like a little kid, but you acting like one. Why are you trying to father me? I'm not. Why you doing little kid shit? I'm not your daddy. I'm just the oldest nigga in the room. The little ducks are following around. Get away from me. I'm not your mama. Hey, man. Just because somebody's better than you or something don't mean they trying to be smarter than you. People are actually smarter than you sometimes. I'll point you motherfuckers smarter than me. Especially about the topic I enjoy talking about. I ain't gonna tell you about gang shit. I don't know about gang shit. I consistently use the auto mechanic example because I'm not good with cars. I know enough to know I'm not. I'm even worse. Look. I know a little bit of music theory. Not like a nigga who study it. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. I can play the guitar good enough to make it sound nice for a motherfucker who don't know how it's supposed to sound. Somebody know how it's supposed to sound? I'm trash. I'm shit. The ducks from Regular Show. Oh, bro, I love Regular Show. Yeah, nah, little baby ducks, right? Just follow ducks. I gotta watch Regular Show again. I love Regular Show. I need to watch Adventure Time again too. Guys, these are the new deities. It's part of why I have to show you the Matrix. And I'm not going to sit here and read you the story from an old system that you're not familiar with, that don't fit to you. This shit will fit to you. This movie is ubiquitous. Here, I'll look up the word. And it's alright. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. Let's see. Let's see that. I got it right. Fuck yes. Existing or being everywhere at the same time. Everybody knows this movie. That's why I can say Lion King, Spider-Man, Captain Crunch. But you need me to say something spooky. Okay. Osiris. Don't say Osiris. It's Osar. Okay. I'm sorry, kiddo. And Lil and Inky. Oh, that's what you need, right? What is you? What is real? What is true? Y'all creep into my yard of philosophy. And they want the benefits of just being right. I'm gonna say something. Waiting for his Bankai. Who's Bankai? Morpheus or Neos? Not my Bankai. I love Kenpachi. I had to stop with Bleach. Bleach pisses me off. I thought it was just Ichigo. Bleach has been pissing me off. Anyways, guys, that's me. I have to learn that shit. It's the new shit. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my New Year's.